In this video, we're going to take a look at the SEC sample paper question 17, which was an analysed cash book and ledger question. So it was part C of the question this year. So it says, Karina monitors her expenses in the restaurant and has provided a partially completed analysed cash book for the month of July. Part 1 says, balance the analysed cash book below for Waves Restaurant and complete all totals. So here you can see that this is the analysed cash book for Waves Restaurant. The left hand side here, the debit side, this is all of the cash in, and the right hand side, the credit side, this is all the cash out. So you have on the debit side, you have capital, which is when owners put money into the business. You have sales and you have sales again. So you can see here we have two amounts of sales and we have two amounts of VAT. You'll notice that in the bank column we have the total including VAT. Under the sales we just have the amount excluding VAT, and then we have the VAT here. Now on the right hand side we have purchases, we have VAT, we have light and heat, and we have wages. And you'll see again with the bank, the total including the VAT goes into the bank heading. And then you've got the amount exclusive of VAT under the purchases, and then you've got the VAT under the VAT. Okay, so we have to just tot this up and balance it out. So that's what we were asked to do. So what we're going to do is we just tot up all of the columns there. We can do the bank first or we can do the other columns. It doesn't really matter what we do first, but we'll do the bank now. So what we need to do is we need to say to ourselves, right, how much is this bank column and how much is that bank column? So what is the bank column on the debit side, the left hand side? So on the left hand side it is 20,232, and on the right hand side it is 9,275. So the bigger side is 20,232. So we will put 20,232 on both sides. So you put the biggest amount on both sides. So left hand side was 20,232, right hand side was 9,275. So what we need to do is we need to say, right, how much do I need to add to this side here to get it equal to 20,232? And the amount is €10,957. So that is the balance carried down on the 31st of July, and then the balance brought down on the 1st of August is €10,957. So that's our analysed cash book complete. What we need to do then is to do the ledger accounts. Now, this is a sample paper, and so it's a little bit differently done this time, where you can see that they have the light and heat and the wages already done for you. Now, in more recent market schemes, they are happy for you to just balance it all out as it is. They don't need to have the balance carried down and the balance brought down when there's only one entry on one of the debit or credit sides. So the VAT account, yes, you do need to balance it off, but the other accounts you don't. Okay, so let's get started balancing the rest of them. So the sales account then. Okay, so the sales account, we have 4,800 is the total there. That's on the left hand side, so we will record that on the right hand side of the sales T account. So 31st of the 7th, bank, 4,800. Then we'll do the VAT on the sales. So that is on the left hand side of the analysed cash book. So we will put that on the right hand side of the VAT account. So 31st of the 7th, sales, €432. Then we move over, we finish the left hand side, the capital account. So capital account there, €15,000. On the left hand side of the analysed cash book, so we will put it on the right hand side of the capital account in the T accounts. So 31st of the 7th, the details is bank and the total is 15,000. Then we can move over to the right hand side. So we've got the purchases on the right hand side, 4,500, and we will put that on the left hand side of the purchases T account. So 31st the 7th, bank 4,500. Then we have the VAT account. So the VAT is 405. So on the right hand side of the VAT of the Analysed cash book, so it's going to go into the left hand side then of the VAT account. So you'll see in the VAT account then we have 405 on the left hand side, 432 on the right hand side. In the details parts, we're just saying if it's VAT on sales or VAT on purchases. So we want to balance these up. We write the biggest amount on both sides. You've got 432 on both sides. So this side does equal to 432. This side currently doesn't. So what do we need to add to the debit side, the left hand side, to make that 432? We would have to add €27. So on the 31st of the 7th, we have balance carried down, €27. And then we would have balance brought down on the right hand side on the 1st of the 8th, €27. So that is all of the T accounts complete. And so as I mentioned, they're absolutely fine with the items with just one entry to just be balanced like that. You don't need to do everything that they've done here, okay, when there's just one item in the accounts. So we're asked now to do the trial balance, which is the list of all of the balances. So first of all, we will take the bank account, so the 10,957 will go on to the debit side because it was a debit balance. The light and heat account was on the debit side, so it'll be a debit balance, 2620. The wages was a debit balance, 1750 on the debit side, 1750. Then we have sales, 4,800 on the credit side. Then we have VAT, 27 on the credit side. Then we have capital, 15,000 on the credit side. And then we have purchases on the debit side. When we add all of those up, we should get the same amount on both sides. And here we do. The balance there is 19,827 on both sides. And that is the Analysed cash book and ledgers trial balance question from the sample paper complete.